Some will say she's controversial, but to me, this is just the typical Maverick Aoko. Someone who never backs out, someone who stands for what she believes in. And she has spoken. And it is very hysterical given the fact that Gloria Orwoba, a former senator, came out to speak of all the evils that are happening currently in our parliament. Yet, she is one of those people who can be allegedly accused of those things she was saying. And I find it, rather peculiar at the timing at which Maverick Aoko came out to say and dismiss all what this senator was saying, because these people we call waheshimiwa in quotes usually carry Kenyans like little babies. Because how can someone come out to speak when he or she is kicked out of the government, while when he or she was still in the government, she never or he never did something meaningful for the Kenyans? And it is very sad to find that people, when they are having enjoyment, when they are having things going their way, they are usually silent. But when the rain starts beating them, it's when they come out to say, Atie, this was not right, things were not going on well when they were in the government, or when things were going good for them. They never spoke out. And what Maverick had to say, just listen for yourself. There is no need whatsoever for any spoilers.
Hi, manze, there are some tweets that you make inabidi umeingia mitini. Unaacha viatu, unaacha simu, unatoka na ile ngodha ulikuwa umevaa kama umevaa moss. I mean, it's just common sense, or else you'll end up a statistic like Albert Ojwang, rest in peace, comrade, because the government has decided to make some of us enemies of the state. So if you check my tweets some days ago, manze, ilibidi tu nimeenda missing kiasi. Now there are some few issues that I need to address. Number one is Gloria Orwoba talking about me on a YouTube channel. Number two, new jinga dialogue that Raila is trying to push for. And number three, ni issue ya Matiang'i. So I'll make 3 different videos. So starting na issue ya Gloria Orwoba. I mean, if you go on YouTube, and I am addressing Mwafrika and the Ikoneni channel, if you sojourn the streets of YouTube, you'll not have a shortage, rather, of channels that glean their content from Aoko. It's either what I tweeted, something happening in my life, some innuendo, some conjecture. I understand. I mean, it's fathomable because out here folks are just trying to butter their bread. Now, Ikonini channel and Mwafrika, you're a platform that I respect. You're a platform that I have rendered my support towards. If you check my timeline, if you search my timeline, utapata nishawapea hadi shout out. And when I get time, I watch your channel. Kwanza hii episode ya juzi where you talked about Ida Odinga being heckled in Migori and Ruto's obnoxiously expensive jacket in the midst of hunger and rage. I found it hilarious as well as illuminating and very informative. However, I take absolute umbrage with the fact that whenever you're seeking relevance and numbers, you bring guests to talk about Aoko. First of all, it was Andrew Kibe, who tried to resuscitate his dwindling social media relevance by attacking me. And because girl also has got her arsenal, nilimnyorosha vizuri akaachana na mimi. So juzi, mmeleta malaya wa Ruto called Gloria Orwoba, who in the guise of talking about my tweets, trying to justify why social media needs to be regulated, started talking about Aoko. First of all, Gloria Orwoba is nothing but a bitter, frustrated, single mother whose lipstick is brighter than her reasoning. I mean, when your thinking is as dull as how you look, you try to brighten your existence by applying pink, maroon, I don't know what hue of lipstick. And in essence, unakaa kama kitu ilizaliwa through mkundu usiku. Sorry, someone was calling me. Now, Gloria Orwoba si alipelekwa kotini juzi. Venye mimi pia nilishtakiwa. Mine was false publication blah blah. Yake was defamation. I mean, it's just semantics, it's the same thing. Aoko huyu who assumedly is misusing her social media platforms was entirely exonerated by the court. Yes, 2 days ago she was slapped with a 10 million fine for defaming at Senate clerk that he wanted to fuck her. During the Finance Bill 2024 address, Ruto akiita au gasia wake pale State House, si alikuwa na shiko mashavu hivi, and she immediately went wet on camera. She was enjoying it. After amekulwa matako pale Western Hotel, after wamepigania anaitwa nani Senetor speaker na that bimbo, that socialite from Samburu, then anakuja kutuambia hapa ati a clerk wa Senate wanted to smash me and I refused. Unapigia nani kelele? Tumbafu. I mean, Mwafrika, if you're going to call someone like Gloria Orwoba, ask her why she's being impregnated left, right, and center, and those men are not marrying her. Now that you wanted to talk about personal things and personal issues. Si amezadi na mwindi. Mara kaolewa Norway. Akarudi Kenya, saizi yako na mtoto a toddler mwenye sijui amezaa, mara sijui ni ex-president wa Ghana, mara sijui nini. I mean, Aoko also has her scandals, yes, but I'm not the one who is a miserable 40-something-year-old unhappy serial single mother. So there is no justification whatsoever mwanamke kwenda kwa YouTube channel afu start ranting about Aoko. Juzi Gloria Orwoba si ametuambia hapa ati akina Sabina Cheke na kina Karen Nyamu wanapeana. So if Aoko talks about kupeana na ile umalaiko Kenya Kwanza, I am personal and social media should be regulated. But wakiongelea, it's justifiable. I mean, what essence, what sense is there in such kind of double standard? Wanataka tuongelee nini about hii Kenya Kwanza? Because kama si kupeana ukimwi, kupeana kaswenda, kupeana mimba, kuiba, kuabduct watu na kuua, what else is there to talk about in this government kama si hizo? And if you talk about that at your personal, regulate social media, ameenda kukalisha habio makalio yake chafu hapo ati Aoko this, Aoko that. Hana content. A whole senator mwenye alikuwa kwa Senate courtesy of affirmative action. Wewe Mwafrika, why didn't you ask that fugly looking MILF with a receding hairline? Why alikuwa ana-erect billboards, millions worth of billboards, instead of using those funds from donors to procure sanitary towels for those who are needy? Muulize hiyo miaka 3 alikuwa Senate kama si kubinjwa na kina speaker na huko Western na sijui kina Clark hao. Bill gani yenye alileta that is worth it? Gani hata moja? Muulize alikuwa anafikiria nini? Akili alikuwa ameweka nyash saa zenye alikuwa na vote yes finance bill. After amekuwa psycho fund and a harlot for all those 3 years, yamekuja kulilia watu hapa ati sijui who is personal, ati sijui Clark wanted to smash me. Nini hapo kwa hiyo kitu yako yenye kazi ni kukuweka mimba na kuna mtu anaweka ring on it? Madam Mwafrika, this is my right of reply because mimi hakuna YouTube channel mimi nitaenda ati ku address anybody. Sionekani saizi. Hata venye unaniona hivi niko pokot. Sitakubali tena sawa nikuje nijigongesha kichwa kwa ukuta. But whatever channel I'm going to use to address and keep on injecting, I will inject. Thank you most. Na by the way, mtu mwenye atafikiria atachukua hii YouTube this video to talk about my tattoos. Sikuweka hizi tattoo na pesa ya babako. Na hii maisha yangu sijabebea mamako. Mind your effing business.
Wa Maverick, unatoboa mpaka zile siri za ndani, zile za ndani kabisa. Ati mpaka kinara alifanya ile kitu, then the lady is pretending that she doesn't know what is going on. Anyway, I don't want to jinx anything. So if you have reached here, please make sure you like, add your comments so we may know how you feel and which types of videos you would like us to make. Then, most importantly, subscribe to the channel so that we may be a one very big, beautiful family. And to finish, we need as Kenyans to do our civil duty to educate one another on matters governance, because if you think politics is not affecting you in one way or another, right now, the price of petroleum products has risen. Just know we will all buy at the same price. Take care and cheers. Stand by in 3, 2, 1, go.